The unexpected visitor. The relentless desert sun beat down on Olivia Chen's workshop, a ramshackle structure of corrugated metal and salvaged parts that stood defiantly against the harsh New Mexico landscape. Inside, the air hummed with the sound of machinery and the occasional curse as Olivia wrestled with her latest project, a stubborn old Chevy engine that refused to cooperate. Wiping sweat from her brow, Olivia stepped back and surveyed her handiwork. At 28, she was already considered one of the best mechanics in the state, though few outside her small circle of clients knew it. Her gift for breathing life into machines others had given up on was matched only by her fierce independence and distrust of the spotlight. As she reached for a wrench, a low rumble caught her attention. It started as a faint vibration, barely noticeable above the whir of her shop fan, but quickly grew into a bone-shaking roar. Olivia rushed outside, her eyes scanning the cloudless sky for the source of the disturbance. What she saw defied explanation. A sleek, silver craft, unlike any aircraft she'd ever encountered, streaked across the sky trailing smoke and debris. Its erratic path brought it lower and lower until, with a deafening crash, it plowed into the desert floor less than a mile from her workshop. For a moment, Olivia stood frozen, her mind struggling to process what she'd just witnessed. Then instinct took over. She sprinted to her battered pickup truck, grabbed her emergency toolkit, and sped towards the crash site, kicking up a plume of dust in her wake. As she approached the downed craft, Olivia's heart raced. The vessel was clearly of extraterrestrial origin, its smooth, otherworldly contours unmarred by rivets or seams. Despite the violence of its landing, it appeared largely intact, a testament to the advanced technology of its creators. Cautiously, Olivia circled the craft, searching for any sign of movement or life. She was about to attempt to find an entrance when a section of the hull suddenly shimmered and became transparent, revealing a figure within. The being that emerged was tall and elegant, with iridescent skin that seemed to shift colors in the sunlight. Its large, almond-shaped eyes fixed on Olivia, with an intensity that made her breath catch in her throat. When it spoke, the words reverberated in her mind rather than her ears. "Greetings, human. I am Ambassador Zixnera of the Galactic Confederation. I require your assistance." Olivia blinked, her practical nature warring with the sheer impossibility of the situation. I'm Olivia Chen. I'm a mechanic. How can I help?" Zixnera's expression shifted in a way Olivia couldn't quite interpret. "A mechanic. Fortune smiles upon us both, then. My ship has suffered critical damage, and I must repair it quickly. The fate of countless worlds may depend on it." As the ambassador explained, Olivia learned of an impending crisis that threatened the stability of the entire galaxy. Zixnera had been on a vital diplomatic mission when their ship was sabotaged, forcing the emergency landing on Earth, a planet considered too primitive to be involved in galactic affairs. "I don't understand," Olivia said, her mind reeling. "Why me? Why not contact our governments or, I don't know, someone more important?" Zixnera's eyes seemed to shimmer with amusement. "Your world's authorities are not yet ready for this knowledge. But you, Olivia Chen, have already demonstrated courage and compassion by coming to my aid. Will you help me repair my ship, and perhaps save the galaxy in the process?" Olivia looked from the alien ambassador to the damaged ship, then back to her distant workshop. Everything she knew, everything she had worked for, seemed insignificant in the face of this moment. Yet it was precisely her skills, honed through years of tackling impossible repairs, that had prepared her for this. With a deep breath, Olivia nodded. "I'll do my best, but I have to warn you. I've never worked on anything like this before." Zixnera's response was tinged with warmth. "Few of the galaxy have, my friend. But I believe your unique perspective may be exactly what we need. Shall we begin?" As the sun dipped towards the horizon, casting long shadows across the desert, Olivia Chen took her first steps into a larger universe. With each passing moment, the boundary between the familiar and the extraordinary blurred, and she found herself embarking on an adventure beyond her wildest dreams. Little did she know that her decision to help Zixnera would not only change her life, but potentially alter the course of human history. As night fell over the New Mexico desert, the unlikely pair, a human mechanic and an alien diplomat, began their race against time, with the fate of the galaxy hanging in the balance. The impossible repair. The alien ship loomed before Olivia, a testament to technology far beyond human understanding. Yet, as she ran her hands over its smooth surface, she felt a familiar thrill, the challenge of an impossible repair. "Okay, Zixnera," Olivia said, her voice steady despite her racing heart. "Let's see what we're dealing with." The ambassador placed a slender hand on the ship's hull, and a panel slid open, revealing an intricate array of pulsing lights and crystalline structures. Olivia's eyes widened, her mind already racing to make sense of the alien systems. "The primary propulsion matrix has been compromised," Zixnera explained, their telepathic voice tinged with urgency. "Without it, we cannot reach escape velocity, let alone achieve faster-than-light travel." Olivia nodded, her brow furrowed in concentration. "Right. No pressure or anything." She took a deep breath, then dove into the task with the same determination that had seen her through countless repairs back in her workshop. As the hours ticked by, Olivia found herself in a crash course on alien engineering. Zixnera patiently explained the principles behind their technology, while Olivia brought her unique human perspective to bear on the problems they faced. "It's like a combination of organic circuitry and quantum entanglement," Olivia mused, her hands deep in the ship's innards. "But the connections aren't just physical. They're almost alive." Zixnera's eyes sparkled with approval. "Precisely. Our technology is a symbiosis of artificial and living systems. Your grasp of these concepts is remarkable for one who has never encountered them before." As they worked, Olivia and Zixnera fell into an easy rhythm, their collaboration transcending the vast differences between their species. Olivia found herself opening up about her life on Earth, her struggles as a female mechanic in a male-dominated field, her dreams of pushing the boundaries of human technology. In turn, Zixnera shared stories of distant worlds and the complex politics of the Galactic Confederation. Olivia listened, rapt, as she learned of civilizations that spanned entire star systems and technologies that seemed like magic. "You know," Olivia said, pausing to wipe sweat from her brow, "I always believed there had to be life out there, but I never imagined I'd be fixing a spaceship with an alien ambassador." Zixnera's skin shimmered with what Olivia had come to recognize as amusement. "And I never anticipated that a human from a pre-contact world would be instrumental in saving the galaxy. Life, it seems, is full of surprises." As dawn broke on the second day, Olivia had a breakthrough. She had been puzzling over a damaged component that seemed to defy repair when an idea struck her. "Zixnera, what if we bypass this section entirely? We could reroute the energy flow through these secondary conduits here and here." She pointed to a complex diagram hovering in the air, projected by the ship's systems. The ambassador's eyes widened. "But that would require recalibrating the entire propulsion matrix. The power fluctuations alone could be managed if we introduce a buffer system," Olivia interrupted, her excitement growing. "Look, we can't fix this the conventional way. But maybe we don't have to. Sometimes, the best solution is to work around the problem." Zixnera studied the proposed modifications, their expression unreadable. After a long moment, they nodded. "It is unorthodox, but it just might work. Your approach is unlike anything our engineers would have considered. Truly, Olivia Chen, you continue to surprise me." With renewed energy, they set about implementing Olivia's plan. It was a delicate process, requiring all of Olivia's skill and intuition, combined with Zixnera's deep knowledge of their ship's systems. As the final connections were made, the ship hummed to life, its systems pulsing with renewed energy. Olivia held her breath as diagnostics ran, praying that her unconventional solution would hold. Suddenly, the ship's interior lit up with a soft, blue glow. Zixnera's eyes widened in amazement. It's working. The propulsion matrix is stable, and all systems are coming online. Olivia, you've done it. Relief and exhilaration washed over Olivia. She had faced the ultimate test of her skills and come out victorious. But as the reality of their success sank in, a new realization dawned on her. So, what happens now? She asked, suddenly aware that this might be the end of her extraordinary adventure. Zixnera turned to her, their expressions serious. Now, Olivia Chen, I must ask you to make a choice. My mission remains critical, and your unique abilities have proven invaluable. Would you consider accompanying me to the Galactic Confederation? Your perspective could be crucial in averting the crisis we face. Olivia's mind reeled. Leave Earth. Travel to the stars. It was beyond anything she had ever dreamed possible. Yet, as she looked at Zixnera and thought of the wonder she had glimpsed in the past 2 days, she felt a pull she couldn't ignore. I don't know what to say, Olivia stammered. What about my life here? My workshop? Zixnera's voice was gentle. I understand your hesitation. But consider this. You have already proven that humanity has much to offer the galaxy. Your journey could pave the way for your entire species to join the galactic community. Olivia took a deep breath, weighing the enormity of the decision before her. Her whole life, she had longed for something more, something greater than the dusty confines of her New Mexico workshop. Now, the universe itself was opening up to her. With a mix of trepidation and excitement, Olivia nodded. All right, I'm in. Let's save the galaxy. Zixnera's skin glowed with approval. Then let us depart, my friend. Our journey to the stars begins now. As the ship's engines thrummed to life, Olivia cast one last look at the Earth, her home fading into the distance. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she knew that her life would never be the same. With Zixnera by her side, she was stepping into a new chapter of human history, one where the ingenuity and spirit of humanity would be tested on a cosmic scale. The repaired ship rose smoothly into the sky, leaving behind only a swirl of desert dust to mark the spot where Earth's future had changed forever. Olivia Chen, once a simple mechanic, now found herself an ambassador of her entire species, bound for adventures beyond imagination. Journey to the stars. As Earth shrank to a pale blue dot in the vastness of space, Olivia Chen felt a mix of exhilaration and trepidation. The alien ship, now fully operational thanks to her unorthodox repairs, hummed softly around her. Zixnera stood at the helm, their iridescent skin pulsing with subtle patterns that Olivia was beginning to recognize as indicators of their mood. We're approaching the hyperjump point, Zixnera announced, their telepathic voice tinged with excitement. Prepare yourself, Olivia. The first faster-than-light journey can be disorienting for species unused to it. Olivia gripped the edges of her seat, her heart racing. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, she said, trying to sound more confident than she felt. The stars outside the viewscreen began to stretch, transforming into brilliant streaks of light. Olivia felt a strange sensation, as if her entire body was being gently pulled in all directions at once. Then, with a flash that seemed to bypass her eyes and imprint directly on her brain, they were elsewhere. Gasping, Olivia blinked rapidly, trying to process what she had just experienced. That was incredible, she managed, her voice filled with awe. Zixnera's skin rippled with what Olivia now recognized as amusement. You handled it remarkably well. Many first-timers become quite ill. As Olivia's senses adjusted, she turned her attention to the view screen. The sight that greeted her took her breath away. A vast, swirling nebula painted the cosmos in hues of purple and blue, dotted with newborn stars that glittered like diamonds. Welcome to the Cygnus Arm, Olivia, Zixnera said softly. We are now approximately 4,000 light-years from Earth. The reality of her situation hit Olivia anew. She was farther from home than any human had ever been, witnessing sights no human eyes had ever beheld. It was overwhelming, exhilarating, and more than a little terrifying. Over the next few days of their journey, Zixnera began to brief Olivia on the complexities of galactic politics and the nature of the crisis they were racing to address. Olivia learned of the Galactic Confederation, a loose alliance of spacefaring civilizations that work to maintain peace and foster cooperation across the Milky Way. "The balance is delicate," Zixnera explained as they shared a meal of nutrient-rich alien foodstuffs that Olivia found surprisingly palatable. "Many species have histories of conflict, and resources are often a point of contention. My mission is to prevent a dispute over a newly discovered element from escalating into full-scale war." Olivia nodded, trying to wrap her mind around the scale of interstellar diplomacy. "And where do I fit into all this? I'm just a mechanic from a planet that doesn't even know aliens exist." Zixnera's eyes shimmered with an emotion Olivia couldn't quite decipher. "You, Olivia Chen, represent something unique, a fresh perspective, unbound by millennia of galactic politics. Your problem-solving skills and adaptability could be the key to finding a solution that eludes those of us too set in our ways." As they continued their journey, Olivia immersed herself in learning everything she could about the galaxy and its inhabitants. Zixnera proved to be a patient teacher, answering her endless questions and guiding her through the ship's vast database of knowledge. Olivia was particularly fascinated by the diversity of alien technologies. Each species seemed to have developed along unique lines, their innovations shaped by the peculiarities of their homeworlds and evolutionary histories. "It's amazing," Olivia mused one day as she tinkered with a holographic display. "Back on Earth, we think we're so advanced. But out here, we're just taking our first baby steps into a universe of wonders." Zixnera placed a comforting hand on Olivia's shoulder. "Do not underestimate your species, Olivia. The speed with which you've adapted to these new realities is remarkable. Many races, upon first contact, struggle for generations to come to terms with their place in the cosmos." As they neared their destination, a massive space station that served as the headquarters for the Galactic Confederation, Zixnera grew more somber. "We're about to enter a very delicate situation," they warned. "The various factions are on edge, and tensions are high. We must tread carefully." Olivia nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility settle on her shoulders. She was no longer just a curious explorer. She was now a representative of humanity in a high-stakes galactic negotiation. The space station came into view, and Olivia's jaw dropped. It was a colossal structure, easily the size of a small moon, with sweeping arches and glowing energy fields that defied her understanding of physics. Ships of all shapes and sizes swarmed around it like bees around a hive. As they docked, Zixnera turned to Olivia, their expression serious. "Remember, many of the species we're about to encounter have never met a human before. Some may be dismissive or even hostile to your presence. Stay calm, observe carefully, and trust your instincts. Your unique perspective may see solutions where others see only problems." Olivia took a deep breath, steeling herself for what lay ahead. "I understand. I'll do my best not to start an interstellar incident on my first day." Zixnera's skin shimmered with what Olivia now recognized as affectionate amusement. "I have faith in you, Olivia Chen. Together, we may yet save the galaxy from tearing itself apart." As the airlock hissed open, Olivia stepped into a world beyond her wildest imagination. The station's interior was a riot of colors, sounds, and smells, with beings of every conceivable shape and form bustling about their business. Holographic displays floated in the air, showing news from across the galaxy in languages Olivia couldn't begin to comprehend. A group of official-looking aliens approached, their expressions, on those who had recognizable faces, a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Zixnera stepped forward to make introductions, and Olivia straightened her back, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. In that moment, standing on the precipice of a new chapter in human history, Olivia Chen felt a surge of pride and determination. She may have been just a mechanic from Earth, but here, Now she was humanity's first emissary to the stars. Whatever came next, she would face it with the same ingenuity and resilience that had brought her this far. As the delegation drew near, Olivia took a deep breath and prepared to take her first steps into the complex world of galactic diplomacy. The fate of countless worlds, including her own, might well rest on what happened in the coming days. But with Zixnera by her side and her unique human perspective to guide her, Olivia felt ready to face the challenge head-on. The journey to the stars had been just the beginning. Now, the real adventure was about to unfold. Human ingenuity saves the day. The Grand Council chamber of the Galactic Confederation buzzed with tension. Representatives from dozens of alien races filled the tiered seats, their varied forms a testament to the diversity of life in the cosmos. At the center of it all stood Olivia Chen, feeling very small and very human as all eyes, or sensory organs, turned to her. Zixnera's voice echoed through the chamber, introducing Olivia to the assembled delegates. Esteemed colleagues, I present to you Olivia Chen of Earth, a world on the brink of joining our galactic community. Her unique perspective may be key to resolving our current crisis. A murmur rippled through the crowd. Some delegates leaned forward with interest, while others scoffed openly at the idea of a primitive species having anything to offer. A tall, avian being with iridescent feathers rose to speak. With all due respect, Ambassador Zixnera, how can this human possibly comprehend the complexities of our situation? The dispute over the Novamex deposits threatens to destabilize entire sectors. Olivia took a deep breath, reminding herself that she had earned her place here. She stepped forward, her voice steady as she addressed the council. I may not understand all the intricacies of your politics, but I do know a thing or two about resource disputes and finding unconventional solutions to complex problems. Over the next few hours, Olivia listened intently as the various factions presented their cases. The newly discovered element, Novamex, had properties that could revolutionize energy production and space travel. But its rarity and the difficulty of extracting it had turned the few known deposits into potential flashpoints for interstellar conflict. As the arguments grew more heated, Olivia's mind raced, drawing connections and seeing patterns that others, too close to the problem, might have missed. She thought of the delicate balance of ecosystems back on Earth, of innovative recycling techniques, and of the collaborative projects that had defined humanity's best moments. Finally, unable to contain herself any longer, Olivia raised her hand to speak. The chamber fell silent, all attention focused on the small human figure standing defiantly in their midst. What if, Olivia began, her voice growing stronger with each word, instead of fighting over who gets to mine and control Novamex, we approach this as a collaborative effort, a joint mission that benefits all species involved. She quickly outlined her idea, a collective research and development program, combining the unique strengths and technologies of multiple races to not only extract Novamex more efficiently, but also to explore its full potential. By working together, Olivia continued, warming to her theme, we could achieve far more than any single species could alone. And the benefits, they'd be shared across the Confederation, promoting peace and progress for all. The council chamber erupted in a cacophony of voices. Some delegates immediately saw the potential, while others raised objections about trust and fair distribution. But the seed of an idea had been planted, and Olivia could see it taking root. Over the next few days, Olivia found herself at the center of intense negotiations. Her outsider status, initially seen as a weakness, became her greatest strength. She could ask the questions others were afraid to voice, challenge long-held assumptions, and propose solutions that defied conventional wisdom. Working closely with Zixnera and a growing team of open-minded delegates, Olivia helped to craft a comprehensive plan for the Novamex Cooperative. It wasn't just about resource sharing. It was a new model for interspecies collaboration that could reshape the political landscape of the galaxy. The final presentation to the council was a moment Olivia would never forget. Standing before the assembled representatives of 1,000 worlds, she felt the weight of history on her shoulders. This was humanity's debut on the galactic stage, and she was determined to make it count. As she spoke, laying out the intricacies of the plan with a confidence that surprised even herself, Olivia saw the mood in the chamber shift. Skepticism gave way to interest, then to excitement. By the time she finished, a palpable sense of hope filled the air. The vote, when it came, was overwhelmingly in favor of the Novamex Cooperative. As cheers and the alien equivalent of applause filled the chamber, Olivia felt a surge of pride unlike anything she had ever experienced. She had done it. A human, a mechanic from a dusty workshop in New Mexico, had helped to avert a galactic crisis. Zixnera approached, their skin glowing with an emotion Olivia now recognized as deep respect and affection. "You have done more than save the galaxy from conflict, Olivia Chen," they said softly. "You have opened the eyes of the Confederation to new possibilities, new ways of thinking. The ripples of what you've accomplished here will be felt for generations to come." As the reality of her achievements sank in, Olivia's mind turned to Earth. How could she convey the wonders she had seen, the vastness of the universe that awaited humanity? How would her world react to the knowledge that they were not alone, that they were on the cusp of joining a grand cosmic community? But those were questions for another day. For now, Olivia allowed herself to bask in the moment, surrounded by beings from across the galaxy, all united in a spirit of cooperation and hope for the future. As delegates from various worlds approached to congratulate her and discuss potential collaborations, Olivia realized that her journey was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning. She had not only saved the galaxy from a devastating conflict, but had also paved the way for humanity's entry into a larger universe. The coming days would be filled with further negotiations, the ironing out of details, and the monumental task of preparing Earth for first contact. But Olivia felt ready for the challenge. She had proven that human ingenuity and adaptability had a place among the stars. As the council session concluded and the delegates filed out, still buzzing with excitement about the new era of cooperation, Zixnera pulled Olivia aside. Their eyes shimmered with an intensity that made Olivia's heart skip a beat. "Olivia," they said, their voice filled with emotion, "I have a proposition for you. One that could change not only your life but the course of human history." Olivia listened, her eyes widening as Zixnera spoke. Whatever came next, she knew that the universe would never be the same, and neither would she. A new era for humanity. The Earth loomed large in the view screen, a beautiful blue marble suspended in the vastness of space. Olivia Chen stood beside Zixnera on the bridge of the alien ship, her heart pounding with anticipation. After months of preparation, the day had finally arrived. Humanity was about to take its first official step into the galactic community. "Are you ready?" Zixnera asked, their skin shimmering with supportive warmth. Olivia took a deep breath, smoothing down the front of her new uniform. A sleek, iridescent outfit had marked her as an official liaison between Earth and the Galactic Confederation. "As ready as I'll ever be," she replied with a nervous smile. The past few months had been a whirlwind of activity. After the successful resolution of the Novamex crisis, Olivia had worked tirelessly with Zixnera and a team of experts to prepare Earth for first contact. It had been a delicate process, involving careful negotiations with world leaders, scientists, and key figures from various nations. Now, as their ship descended towards the designated landing site, a specially prepared area near the United Nations headquarters in New York, Olivia reflected on the journey that had brought her to this moment. The ship touched down smoothly, and Olivia felt a surge of emotion as she prepared to step onto her home planet for the first time in months. The door hissed open, and she emerged into the bright sunlight, Zixnera at her side. A crowd had gathered, world leaders, diplomats, scientists, and media representatives from across the globe. As Olivia and Zixnera made their way down the ramp, a hush fell over the assembled throng. Taking her place at the podium, Olivia gazed out at the sea of faces, all riveted on her and her alien companion. Cameras flashed, and she knew that billions around the world were watching this historic moment. "People of Earth," Olivia began, her voice steady and clear. "I stand before you today, not just as a fellow human, but as a representative of a much larger community, a galactic civilization that spans the stars. We are not alone in the universe, and today marks the beginning of a new chapter in human history." As Olivia spoke, introducing Zixnera and explaining the basics of the Galactic Confederation, she could see the mix of emotions playing across the faces in the crowd: awe, excitement, and yes, some fear of the unknown. But overwhelmingly, there was a sense of wonder and possibility. Over the next few weeks, Earth was abuzz with activity. Teams of alien scientists and diplomats arrived, working alongside their human counterparts to begin the process of integrating Earth into the galactic community. Olivia found herself at the center of it all, serving as a bridge between two worlds. The changes came rapidly. New technologies were introduced, revolutionizing everything from energy production to medicine. The first human-crewed ships capable of interstellar travel were unveiled, built with the assistance of alien engineers. Universities around the world established departments of xenobiology and astropolitics. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were those who feared the rapid changes, who saw the influx of alien influence as a threat to human culture and autonomy. Olivia worked tirelessly to address these concerns, emphasizing the opportunities for growth and the safeguards put in place to protect Earth's interests. As the months passed, Olivia watched with pride as humanity rose to the challenge. The spirit of exploration and innovation that had taken humans to the moon now propelled them to the stars. The first human colonies on other worlds were established, and Earth's scientists made breakthrough after breakthrough as they collaborated with their alien counterparts. One evening, as Olivia stood on the observation deck of the newly constructed space elevator, watching the first group of human tourists prepare to depart for an alien world, Zixnera approached her. "You've done remarkable things, Olivia Chin," they said, their voice filled with warmth. "Your actions have not only changed the course of human history, but have had a profound impact on the entire Confederation. Many worlds are now looking to Earth as an example of how to embrace change and innovation." Olivia smiled, feeling a mix of pride and humility. "I just did what needed to be done. Humanity has always had the potential for greatness. We just needed the opportunity to show it on a galactic scale." Zixnera's skin rippled with what Olivia now recognized as deep affection. "Which brings me to the reason I sought you out. The Confederation Council has been impressed by your work as a liaison. We would like to offer you a permanent position as Earth's first official ambassador to the Galactic Confederation." Olivia's eyes widened in surprise. "Ambassador? Me? But surely there are others more qualified, with more diplomatic experience." Zixnera shook their head. "No one understands both Earth and the Confederation as you do, Olivia. Your unique perspective, your ability to bridge gaps and find innovative solutions, these are exactly what we need as we navigate this new era of cooperation." As Olivia considered the offer, her mind raced with the possibilities. She thought of the young girl she had once been, staring up at the stars from her backyard in New Mexico, dreaming of adventures beyond the sky. How far she had come from those days, and yet, in many ways, her journey was just beginning. "There's one more thing," Zixnera added, a hint of nervousness in their telepathic voice. "This position would require you to spend significant time off-world. And I was hoping, that is, if you're amenable." They paused, gathering courage. "I would be honored if you would consider formalizing our partnership, both professionally and personally." Olivia's heart skipped a beat as she realized what Zixnera was proposing. Their relationship had grown and deepened over the months they had worked together, transcending the boundaries of their different species. The idea of a human-alien union would have seemed impossible not long ago, but now, with a smile that lit up her entire face, Olivia took Zixnera's hand in hers. "Yes," she said simply, "to all of it. The ambassadorship, the partnership, everything." As they stood together, looking out at the earth below and the stars above, Olivia felt a profound sense of rightness. She had found her place in the universe, bridging worlds and forging a path for humanity among the stars. In the years that followed, Olivia Chen became a symbol of humanity's potential, a beacon of hope and innovation in the vast tapestry of galactic civilization. Her union with Zixnera, celebrated on Earth and a dozen alien worlds, stood as a testament to the power of understanding and cooperation across the boundaries of species and culture. And as humanity took its place among the stars, forever changed by its encounter with the wider universe, the spirit of ingenuity and adaptability that Olivia had embodied continued to drive them forward. The journey that had begun with a chance encounter in a New Mexico desert had transformed not just one life, but the destiny of an entire species. The stars, once distant and unreachable, now beckoned with the promise of endless discovery. And humanity, led by pioneers like Olivia Chen, was ready to answer that call, venturing forth into a future brighter and more wondrous than anyone could have imagined.